Rise of Kingdoms is the most widely played multi-civilization strategy game, with them having over 50 million players worldwide, and they are doing something massive to celebrate their upcoming 6-year anniversary. And I'm also proud to say that they are the sponsor of this video. They have an upcoming War of Kingdoms between the Vikings and Anglo-Saxons, along with a massive giveaway and in-game events. And today I will go through how you can start with this game and how you can prepare for all the fun things coming in the future. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so we're now just loading into the game, and honestly this whole animation thing looks really cool. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but let's just get started with the game. Cool, so now we have a bit of an introduction to the game, and this is definitely setting the scene, and it looks like we also get to pick our civilization here, and there are a ton of options, and the Vikings have caught my eye, but I'm gonna go and look through all of them real quick before I decide exactly what I want. So let's just go with the Vikings, since I've always found them to be really cool since I was younger, and it also looks like there is another cool animation that seems to be a story explaining the background. But let's just go ahead and get right into the gameplay. Alright, so this is our city, and let's listen to whatever she has to say. Okay, so it looks like we have to build a farm, which will be our first building we actually place down, and that got built pretty quick, which is nice. We've got some random guy coming to our door, and it looks like there is actually some action, which is cool. This guy seems to be pretty evil, and I assume this is one of the main enemies in the story of this game, and it's always nice when games have a story, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like there is actually any action for us right now since we have no troops. Okay, so next we trained some of our own troops, upgraded our wall, and built a tavern, and after building that, we were able to open a golden chest for free in which we got a commander, and after this point, we were finally able to get revenge on the barbarians along with our allies, and this was very satisfying, plus we even got another commander. After that, the main beginning tutorial part was over, and I just decided to go ahead and upgrade my city hall to level 2. After that, I was able to get a scout camp, and these guys would be useful in just exploring the map, as they would uncover the clouds around you, and I found this to be a really cool feature. It was also after that point where I was able to really just see all the other players and their civilizations, and I just found that to be really cool. And after returning back to my city, I realized I should probably change my name, so while my main name was already taken, I just decided to go ahead and add a 1 to the end, and that worked. So once that was done, I just decided to go ahead and fight a bunch of barbarians and stuff and just scout more places in hopes of finding something cool. And in this time period, I was also upgrading my city hall, and I got up to Bronze Age, which was at level 4, and this was a really cool thing, and there are a couple more ages you can get up to, and that is definitely a big goal in the game. But the next thing I tried was to actually attack someone else's city, and it turns out that you needed to have your city hall at level 8, so that would really just become my next goal. And while I work towards that, let me actually tell you guys a bit more about Rise of Kingdoms and all the cool things they have coming up along with their 6-year anniversary and massive giveaway. The game has gone through many improvements in just the last year, and it has just grown so much. There were over 11 different commanders introduced, and there are even 2 more that are being added with the anniversary of the game. This just gives players so many more options and really means there is something for everyone. There is also a new civilization that is going to be added very soon, and that is just exciting because Greece was the most recent civilization, and that was a huge success, and I'm really interested in hearing about what the new civilization will be. And on top of all of that, the siege units now can be used for ranged combat because of the new engineering commanders, and that just opens up a new fighting style and just makes the game more fun and exciting, and it'll be extremely rewarding once you unlock that. This is also the 3rd consecutive year of the Grand Prix happening in the game, and it has been a big success the previous 2 years, and this time it is a battle between the Chinese servers and international servers, and it'll be interesting to see who wins, since last time it was an international team that won. There is also a remastered version of this game coming soon with even better graphics and performance, and that is also very exciting. And there is so much other stuff, such as new stories being added, and the game modes constantly constantly being updated, but I now want to quickly talk about the giveaway since that is very cool and interesting and something everyone should take part in. If you download the game through the link in the description, then you will be entered into the giveaway and the stakes will be raised even higher. That's correct, every single download will increase the stakes of the giveaway, meaning it is in your best interest to go and download the game right now through the link in the description. Everyone will have a chance of winning, and the more downloads the game gets, the more rewards you can possibly get. This is just such a wonderful opportunity, and I encourage every single one of you watching to go and download the game through the link in the description. And it also seems like we are now at level 8, and there is quite a lot that has happened while we were talking about all the great things in the game. As you may have seen, I was able to join an alliance, and I actually teleported my base closer to my alliance, which was a really cool feature. This definitely helped in speeding up my progress, and I was actually able to get to level 8 pretty quickly, which was nice, and now it meant that I could go and try to attack someone. So I found this target and decided to just go for it without really doing any preparation or anything. And it seemed to be going well until all of that happened and suddenly my commander was walking back alone. But I decided to go back and just add more troops, and I got my power level up to about 18,000, which was 2,000 more than last time, and I decided to try and fight the same base again. I ended up losing pretty badly again. However, this time I noticed the battle report that actually had a lot of useful information, and through this I was able to better prepare my next attack. For this one, I decided to just grind and train up a bunch of units in order to maximize my chances, and even though it took a little bit, I finally felt prepared, and it was either now or never since I couldn't afford a 4th attempt. And also, if you notice, you can see that this guy actually leveled up in between attacks, which would make this even harder. However, I also had 26,000 power level, so hopefully it would be enough. And it clearly was, and I definitely went overkill. However, it was completely worth it as I could still use those troops for future attacks. And if you want to experience that same level of satisfaction that I got from destroying that city, then make sure to download the game through the link in the description. This game has just been really fun to play, and I know there is just so much more to unlock and experience as you progress further into the game. I was only able to scratch the surface, and I highly encourage you guys to go and play the game and experience all the cool things for yourself. I personally love the whole civilization aspect, as you can pick whatever civilization you want, and that is just really cool. And there is also a really good mix of PvP and PvE in the game, as well as a really cool story. To celebrate the anniversary, download the game with the link in the description. Every download will raise the giveaway stakes, and you will have one chance out of 2 to receive the final shared prize. Remember, this is a team effort. Your download might not only benefit you, but also will help others win more. That is also it for this video. Thanks to everyone for making it this far, and also a big thank you to Rise of Kingdoms for making this video possible. Make sure to download the game through the link in the description, and I'll see you all next time.